Ah, I seem to be the first one here. Would you like some coffee?
No, thank you.
There's an interesting little piece of news in the Journal this morning.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Towers linked to waterfront interest.
Yeah, I think the first thing your acting president is going to have to act on is this.
I think so, too.
You don't seem terribly vexed with your Mr. Reed.
He uncovered a news story and ran it. I'd be upset if he didn't.
I did try to dissuade him.
Actually, Fletcher's not my concern right now.
No.
Roger, who do you think is buying up all that property? Somebody is taking advantage of Spaulding, and I don't like that.
I'm sure you don't.
Somebody with enough money, or more to the point, enough information, has bought waterfront property, knowing its value will skyrocket as soon as we announce the location of Blakewood Towers.
I'm surprised you didn't buy it up yourself. Maybe that's why you're mad. Somebody beat you to it.
Don't be ridiculous.
You know, Fletcher seems to think his pals in City Hall can find out who's behind this.
Good.
Bad. Very bad publicity. Because if there is a leak...
Obviously there is.
People are going to think we're in on it.
What do you want me to do?
What I would suggest is that you suggest to Fletcher that this story is just not very interesting.
We're talking about Fletcher Reed. He'd do an expose of Ben if it were newsworthy. The truth above all.
You do own half the Journal.
Then he'd publish it on his half of the page. No, you're barking up the wrong tree. We shouldn't think twice about Fletcher.
No?
No. We need to find the leak ourselves. And plug it.
I want it on my desk when I get there. Another thing, I want a list of all memos concerning the location of Blakewood Towers. No, change that. Any memo concerning Blakewood Towers, period. And a list of all recipients and their secretaries. I don't care. Just do it.
Very impressive.
Well, my previous employer also took a very dim view of leaks. We seem to be running late.
She's here.
Ah.
Good of you to come all the way out here.
Sorry I'm late.
Oh, we'll get started as soon as Vanessa arrives. No doubt she's been held up, too.
I am sorry I'm late. I was talking to Dr. Walker.
I see. And how is Philip?
Well, he said he had a good night. I'm going to talk to him later, get more details.
Are you going up there?
Later. Philip is still refusing visitors, so I'll try. We have to be very sure not to upset him.
Yes. Yes, of course. Oh, excuse me. I have to get that. Joseph is in the kitchen.
All right, what's going on? What's wrong?
Nothing,
You
nothing.
seem very upset.
Just anxious. I want to know what Alexandra's going to do.
She's going to name one of us acting president.
Then why is Vanessa here?
Much more difficult. Yeah.
Well, I'm so sorry, but Daddy was called to Chicago on urgent business. Blake? Roger?
Good to see you, Vanessa. I'm sorry about that. Your father always livens things up.
Oh, I think this meeting will be lively enough. You know, it's interesting. Not one of you has mentioned the purpose of this meeting. You've all been so discreet, trying very hard to appear unconcerned. Well, I'm going to end the suspense. I've given this a great deal of consideration, and I have decided on an acting president for Spaulding. Vanessa, you will be taking the reins until Philip comes back. And you know you will have the support of everyone in this room, won't she? This was a difficult decision for me. But we all know Vanessa will do a wonderful job in this trying time.
Yes, and as you say, you will have our complete support.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Alexandra. I must say I'm completely stunned.
Well, I have just a few more announcements. Effective immediately, Blake, you will be vice president in charge of corporate relations, reporting directly to Vanessa. And Roger, you will be the executive vice president in charge of all Middle East projects.
What?
And you will report directly to me.
But what about Blakewood Towers? That is critical to the project.
No. These are special times.
Blake, I couldn't ignore your father's expertise in foreign affairs, and I know Vanessa will be able to handle the Blakewood Towers project. Now, Roger, I won't keep you. I know you have work waiting for you on your desk. I do want to show you the latest report from Kuwait.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm sure Alex was hoping that I could take some of the pressure off you while Philip is ill.
Yes, I'm sure that's it.
And I know that we can work together very well. After all, we both want a healthy Spaulding when Philip comes back.
Yes. Well, I better get back to the office. I have to clear my desk before I go to see Philip.
I'll come with you. Can I hang on to these for a while?
Of course, you're in charge.
All right, thank you.
Well, Vanessa, I'll see you later. Alexandra.
Congratulations again, Vanessa.
Thank you. Well, you really did take me completely by surprise.
I know. Them, too. You ready to get started?
I guess I better be.
Then I have to ask, what are you going to do with Blakewood Towers?
Oh, you know how I feel about that project. I think it should be postponed.
Maybe we'd better talk about that.
Someone's been buying up the property along the waterfront. Which means at the very least that there's a leak in Spaulding. Seems to me just one more reason to postpone this project.
And never find out who the traitor is? Never find out who's trying to freeze us out of our own potential profits? Yes, I thought you'd see my point.
I still don't like this project. I like it even less now.
Yes, but Vanessa, you can handle it. And to that end, I have asked Mr. Everhart to join us, and he is right on time.
What are you going to say to him?
Nothing. You're the president.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, thank you for being so prompt.
Of course.
I'm sure you understand that right now Spaulding Enterprises is in a state of flux.
Yes, I heard about your nephew. I'm sorry.
Well, in the interim, I have appointed Vanessa acting president.
Oh. Well, congratulations.
Which means, of course, that ultimately she will be in charge of the Blakewood Towers project.
I see. What does that mean about the project?
I beg your pardon?
Well, it's no secret that you're not exactly a fan. Don't you think that it should be postponed or something?
Oh, no, the project will go through as scheduled. There'll just be a few personnel changes.
Look, if you give me just 1 hour, I can go over the whole design with you, and I can prove to you that it's a cost-effective
You don't
building.
have to prove
and
anything to me.
But you just said there's going to be some personnel changes.
Yeah, but you don't have to jump the gun. I'm putting you in charge of the project.
What?
Yes. Mr. Swanson will report to you, and you will report directly to me.
Do you realize you've just become eligible for the Architects Hall of Fame? You're going to put the architect in charge of the whole project?
Yes, that's right. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I hope you feel you're up to the job.
Well, I do. Don't worry, you're going to have one hell of a building, I can promise you that. Thank you.
Yes, and thank you for coming out here.
Thank you again.
Goodbye now.
What now? Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
Rather a drastic action.
Yes, rather.
But since there's no way he could have known of the site when the first property purchase was made, you're making things even more difficult for Spaulding's deep throat.
Isn't that what I was supposed to do?
My dear, I think you are off to a smashing start.